Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the Meach Gaming channel. I am Meach. Let's get into this news today because we have some pretty huge news. Coming Monday is going to be the BB update. In this update will be both the BB units, and I'm not sure if this is coming in this update, but it is possible SCARIF is coming in this update in Supremacy. They did change the name of Capital Supremacy to Supremacy because they're going to be adding maps eventually, such as the Death Star and SCARIF. And it just wouldn't make much sense if, a capital ship would be in SCARIF in the first place because, they got the shield gate. And then on the Death Star, why would you get onto a Star Destroyer if you're on the Death Star? You could blow that one up, but it just doesn't make much sense. So they're switching the name to Supremacy. And yeah, SCARIF was just confirmed as an official map. They're also going to now allow us to select our era, which is very helpful. I was kind of getting sick of that. I want to select eras now. But only for Supremacy. That's the downside. Let's get right into BB-8. Now, he's going to have a few abilities, and I'm just going to start off with the first one. The first one's going to be like a dash attack. He will roll forward really fast, and he will knock down enemies in front of him and deal damage, and that's about it. It's going to be a pretty quick attack. He is going to overall be a quick offensive character. He will have 650 health with health on kill and stuff like that. BB-8 will also have a shock that will basically work as the specialist shock grenade. This will allow him to speed out of situations that he couldn't otherwise, just in case he finds himself in trouble. BB-8 also has a scanning ability that allows him to see all enemies around him. Not only that, but their maps will also be jammed and they will be able to take more damage. And finishing off his abilities, I don't know how to explain this, so I'm just going to copy and paste from the patch notes. Running off his abilities is Cable Spin, where BB-8 will begin to rotate, extending 3 tow cables, hitting all enemies around him, causing high damage. I'm not sure if I fully understand, but anyway. BB-8 passive abilities. There's Technical Support, where he will be able to take objectives and command posts quicker than most people would. There's Swift Reaction, which will allow BB-8 to have increased cooldown for all of his friendlies that are nearby. And then, of course, there is Health on Kill. And yes, there will be a thumbs up emote for BB-8. Without further ado, let's move on to BB-9E. Now, while I'm in between these two, they will have very similar attacks, where they will both just be using an electric shock that will be their main attack. They are both going to be pretty fast. They'll have a jump, they'll have a dodge. They're going to essentially work like a Jedi hero would. BB-8 will come with a smoke grenade that will allow him to be shielded from all of the enemies so that they can't see him. Also, stuff like turrets won't be able to shoot at him through the screen. His next ability is essentially going to be Count Dooku's ability with the electricity. So he'll just shoot out a bunch of electricity and enemies are flying back and taking damage. And his final ability will allow him to help friendlies with their blaster cooling and overheating, and their ability recharges will be faster. He has essentially the exact same passive cards, except for the back to support, which is going to be replacing the... Hold up, let me find it. Swift Reaction. And it's just going to be giving any friendly characters nearby a little bit of health whenever he's around. And no, he does not have a thumbs up emote. That's about it for this update. There is quite a bit coming, so if you have not played on Battlefront 2, I suggest re-downloading it this weekend, getting some gameplay in before the big update so you can get good. And I'll see you guys there. Peace out. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that great stuff. I'll see you guys later. One last thing before I go, I want to kind of announce something.